Everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with MLB 13, the show, and we've got 30 wins with 30 teams. I do want to remind you guys, of course, about March 8th and the charity live stream to benefit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which will take place at Twitch TV/Real Dunbar Snackbar. But getting to this game here, you guys do know how 30 wins with 30 teams works. I'll be going ahead and giving you some information about the Seattle Mariners at different points during the video. Talk to you a little bit about the history of the team, some players, stuff like that. So we're going to be facing the Houston Astros. Felix Hernandez is going to be on the mound for me in this one, so I'm hoping that this ends up being a very easy win. We'll go ahead and get things started off here in the top of the first. Only a couple pitches for King Felix. Going to be trying to throw this one low and outside, but that one is going to end up being a base hit that rolls into right field. So not liking that we're getting things started off here for King Felix with a base hit here in the top of the first, but that's okay. It all depends on how we get out of this, or I guess I should say if we get out of this. Just a couple pitches later, trying to go with this one low. Breaks for second base. The throw, while on target, not in time. So it's kind of weird to see the Houston Astros get the stolen base right here, because I'm the one who usually gets the stolen base, not the computer. But, all right. Couple pitches again. Down the road, makes a break over for third, and same thing. I make the throw and not in time. Is this what the computer feels like whenever I'm going ahead and stealing bases right and left? All right, count's full now. Goes from first on over to third. This one goes into left center. I'm going to have to run to get to it, make the catch, but runner will tag up, come home. I was not actually trying to throw it all the way home right there instead to the cutoff man, but that's okay. All right, so Astros up to a 1-0 lead here in the first. We've still got plenty of baseball ahead of us. Nick Franklin up to the plate. Bottom of one. This one going deep into left field. That one hung over the plate, so this is the type of ball. It's very, very easy to go ahead and drive over the wall. So we're going to go ahead and tie it up right there with just one swing at the bat. Only one runner on base, too, so game is tied up right here. So I guess everything that we had kind of given the Astros, we just took that right on back. All right, so a big home run for me here, just making sure that this does not get out of hand. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Seattle Mariners here for a little bit. Now, the Seattle Mariners actually started in 1977. That's, of course, when the team got started. From 1977 to 1999, they played indoors at the King Dome, but they now play at Safeco Field, which is absolutely a beautiful ballpark. I think it's really, really cool. I hope one day to be able to go there. I mean, one day I'd love to be able to visit every Major League ballpark, but that one's going to take a long time for me to be able to do that, and a lot of money, too. So they've always been the American League West. So sometimes when I'm doing 30 wins with 30 teams, I got to talk about a team maybe moving back and forth, you know, between divisions, leagues in some cases, but not with the Mariners. So, haven't won a World Series yet or an American League pennant. There was one statistic that I found here about the Mariners. Since they've actually got started, 26 out of their 37 seasons have been losing seasons. So, Mariners, definitely a team I have a lot of respect for, like if you're a big fan of the Mariners, because I know it's not an easy thing, and I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything like that here, but you know, a lot of Seattle Mariners fans I know are very, very loyal, and I think that's a great thing. It's one of my favorite things about baseball is when you find people, even though a team may struggle, they just remain loyal to them, support them no matter what. I just think it's great. So we'll talk about more here in a little bit. Here's Raul Ibanez with a home run in a right field. So definitely seeing some power here in the game right now. That's going to go ahead and give us the lead. So really 2 swings at the bat, 2 runs. I'm liking how this is going. I have been able to get some hits kind of mixed in between things here too, so I don't want it to seem like it's just home run after home run here, but we are stringing a lot together offensively too. All right, so a lot of talk about the Mariners lately too, of course, with Robinson Cano signing the big contract with the Mariners. I think it's really exciting to see that they're going ahead and spending some money that they got off of that TV contract with some players, because you know, I'm a big fan of the American League West. I mean, my favorite team is in the AL West. But at the same time, I love competition, and I'm very excited here, and I hope that things really do turn around for the Mariners here down the road. So As far as players that have played for the Mariners that are, worth noting here, I think Ichiro Suzuki is a good person to talk about just because Ichiro, my gosh, dude is awesome. You got Edgar Martinez. You've got Randy Johnson. Ken Griffey Jr., which I'll be talking about here in just a little bit. Ricky Henderson ended up playing with the Mariners for a while. So a lot of people like to mention Harold Reynolds, too. Ended up playing for him. So you do have, a team that has had some pretty significant players play for them since their inception in 1977. Felix Hernandez getting the strikeout right there. 2 outs, 1-2 count here to the Astros. This one going right through the middle. King Felix trying to go ahead and make the catch with that one behind the back, but of course didn't end up making it. So again, we're looking at another base hit right now for the Astros. And that's going to be it. We get out of that one. Now, the thing with the Astros, they've only had a couple hits actually all game long. So King Felix definitely doing what he does best, making people swing and miss, forcing the ball on the ground. That one barely gets past Altuve at second. I know I mentioned this here when I did the Houston Astros 30 wins with 30 teams, but, man, Jose Altuve, I like that guy. All right, so man on first here. This one goes in the left field. See, we're getting some good contact hitting going right now. This is always huge for me whenever I can hit for contact because I like having runners on. You can always do some pretty amazing things with that, and it's a lot easier to get base hits like that than it is to go ahead and, get a home run. Here we go, Michael Saunders now hitting in the 7th spot, and he's going to get a hold of this one. Home run for the Mariners. That's going to be a 3-run blast. It's going to make this game go completely in my favor. Blows this lead wide open. And I'm loving how this is actually turning out. I was not expecting this type of hitting out of the Mariners. I was hoping to be able to get some good base hits. I wasn't expecting a lot of power like this too. All right. So, as I kind of look over some more of the history and things like that of the Mariners, I was telling you about some of the players. Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, Ken Griffey Jr. always is going to stand out a little bit in my mind when it comes to gaming, just because I used to play Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run like just so much when I was a kid that it actually became a staple of baseball. What is this? Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or anything here because I'm definitely not. But, wow, power hitting today. I haven't changed the sliders or anything like that. I cannot remember the last time I had a game with this much power in it. So, I love the long ball. Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather be just doing some contact hitting. Good hit into the gap, an awesome double or triple or something like that. But that's okay. It's 30 wins with 30 teams. It doesn't matter how I win as long as I do. But it's 6-1 here. Saunders. Ooh, Altuve making the error. He's not even going to go ahead and try and throw on over to first. Probably doing the smart thing, kind of holding on to it, because I don't know if he would have been able to get the out. It would have been close, but you don't want to force anything like that. It could go ahead and cause the ball to go into the stands, and, well, I get a free base out of that one. Not going to try to steal right here. Was kind of debating it. But this one on the ground. 6-4-3 double play for the Astros to go ahead and eliminate any type of momentum that I had going right there. All right. So King Felix still having a tremendous game. A lot of times with 30 wins with 30 teams, I will go ahead and pull a pitcher very early on just so I can go ahead and get a chance to be able to feature some other players as well, which I'm going to go ahead and keep him in. I mean, I want to see how well I can do with King Felix for the game. Now, I may just go ahead and pull him in the 9th anyway. I don't have to worry about, stamina over the long term or anything. I mean, that is kind of nice, too, about 30 wins with 30 teams. Since I play exhibition mode, I really don't have to worry about too much at all. Plus, look at that, 88 pitches over 7 innings. That's pretty good. I will take that any day. Now, I do want to apologize, too, if you are a Mariners fan. I didn't put Robinson Cano in this game because I actually ended up playing this before he signed with the Mariners. I thought it would be absolutely cool to be able to do that. And I know there was a couple games, too, where I even forgot to go ahead and post the online rosters, and it just kind of went to default. But we'll be seeing a lot of Robinson Cano here down the road, especially with MLB 14 this show. We'll be seeing a lot of them. So, good strikeout there. Raul Ibanez back up at the plate. Yeah, that solo home run in the second. In the bottom of the 8th, a good hit that goes into right field. I probably would have gone ahead and tried to throw on over to first. Computer never does that. But then again, I know I play the game a little bit different. All right, so here I am. I am going to go ahead and bring in another pitcher here in the 9th inning just to see if we can get this game finished off. Really nothing happened with the Raul Ibanez hit, by the way. But I did want to go ahead and show that. But here we go, top of the 9th. Of course, if we can get the 3 outs here without allowing Houston to be able to get 5 runs, this game is done and over with. Laying down the bunt, right back to the pitcher to throw over to first in time. 2 outs to go here in this game. You guys can go ahead and keep laying down bunts like that if you want to. I mean, that's just going to go ahead and make it easy for me. Count is full. Wasn't really pitching too well on that one. Great stop. We got to go back and take a look at that one again. I don't get too many defensive plays like that. But just jumping out for that one. Some good reflexes. Man. That was awesome. All right, here's Jose Altuve. 0-1 count. Trying to debate what I'm going to throw. I'm going to go with the 4-seam fastball. Low and outside. But that one actually hung over in the center part of the plate, which really allowed him to slap that one on into center field. So a base hit for Altuve here in the 9th. Now, even though we've got a man on first, I'm not too worried about how this is going to end up. I mean, it's going to be really, really tough to get a 5-run, 2-out rally here. Laying that one down again. Throw to first. That's a piece of cake. And the game is done and over with. So, Seattle Mariners win this one in 30 wins with 30 teams. So we are going to be seeing some more later on. We've only got the Texas Rangers, and we finished the AL West, and then we'll move into the National League West, which you guys will be seeing here in just a little bit. So thanks again for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again for watching, and as always, I hope you have a good one.